Thank you so much for joining me. This is Lorian with your daily draw for all signs. I did get a question. It's not specifically for individual. I'm not coming on your timeline, saying this is what you have to know. This is just for the messages and energies that resonate with you. And it's for all signs. I don't need your date of birth for this because it's a general reading. If you would, on the other hand, like a personal reading, you can do so. You can email me, lauriantarot@gmail.com. But we're going to be using slightly different cards today. We're going to be using Nature's Whispers, and we're going to be using the Enchanted Tarot deck. Now, this is a very large card deck, so bear with me as I shuffle through that. But thank you for joining me today. Thank you for taking the time out of your morning or whenever you have the chance, just to see what information is coming up for you guys today. All right, so let's see what's on the way. Oh, okay. Be your best self always is the card that we have. And oops. This is a beautiful new altar cloth that my friend sent me since the other one got singed to pieces. But I haven't had a chance to really tack it down yet. So if it does move, I apologise. Alright, and here we have the day. What's this? Oh, the Fool. Oh, nice. Okay. So this is a new day. This is a time where we can actually be happy and free. So I'm just going to pop this little guy here. Well, little guy. You know how big he is. Fool comes along saying a sense of freedom, beginning, spontaneity, faith. Sometimes people may not understand your reasonings for doing something. I mean, you could have started an entirely new project after spending a lot of time on a previous one. Other people may not understand why that is. Maybe you just felt the need to try something different. Maybe you just felt the need to change or switch things up a bit. You could also be feeling the spring energies, shall we say, or the change of the season down the southern hemisphere too. You could start to see things change. And I do feel that a lot of us are starting to see this spontaneity coming in too. It's kind of like Aries makes room for impulsive decisions. Aries makes room for feeling ourselves a little bit better. So it could be that we're just trying to have some newness in our life. I think other people may be naysayers, maybe a little bit too much, to be honest. As far as I can see, though, here it's all about having faith in your direction and faith in your actions and faith in where you want to be and who you want to be. So it could be that, yeah, you can spend an hour with friends having a coffee, or you can spend something, going somewhere else and exploring something or being different. Absolutely. If you suddenly feel the urge to, okay, I want to look at the possibility of a new project, new job, new creative endeavor, I want to see what's new here, go to a new place. Absolutely, I think today would be the time that you can do that. And again, I'll just pop him here. Oh, if you'll stop falling while I look at this one, because this card is basically a huge message. Be your best self always. This card in particular comes out when people are having some self-doubt. So if you are having self-doubt today, or if yesterday was just a complete write-off, you didn't feel like you did anything you wanted yesterday, treat today as a new start. It's a fresh day. Today is nothing to do with yesterday. Just carry on going as if it was brand new, which it is. And I do feel like this be your best self always, it does bring a resonance with it, that there is a lot of you to give. You don't have to put on a smile if you don't feel like you putting on a smile, but be your best self always. I think some people misinterpret it as being higher than ever and making sure that everyone is happy and stuff. Make sure that you are happy first of all. Make sure that you are growing in beauty and change. Make sure that you basically are doing what is best for you all the time. And I just saw a comment, hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you. And it feels like, this is kind of coming through to say you have some issues, that yes, everyone has issues. Just be your best self. You don't have to compromise. You don't have to be in the negativity all the time. You don't have to, lament things that have been. I know it's easier said than done. People with anxiety, depression, issues, all that kind of stuff, that feels like it's going to kind of be part of every day, yes, but I think you can make sure that you use self-care. You can make sure that you use the best assets for yourself. And I don't feel that you have to over exaggerate things. I don't feel that you have to be too overwhelmed with things. This just means that you know yourself. This means that you know what your limits are. And so you're not going to compromise and therefore be absolutely drained after the fact of it. The Fool may be a need to get away from this energy. Oops. The Fool may need to be that you just have to, they want to slide on the floor, so I'm just going to let them slide on the floor, to just kind of take a breath, take a breather, see what information comes through. I'm actually going to do a whisper card too. And I know somebody asked if you could ask a question here. If it's a personal question, it's better than a private reading with me. So laurieandtarot@gmail.com for all personal questions. I still have the $10 reading happening as well. So that's available for, I think, until Sunday. So if you want a reading with me, that's the best time to get one. Get your name on the list, say, but never mind. So this one is basically about path. Wander on the path less travelled. What you find might surprise you. This is so in line with the Fool card. It's unreal. So this one, again, this cloth is very sticky. I need to stick it down. The Fool comes along saying, okay, maybe time to take a risk, maybe time to have a feeling of growth coming through. And the path, wandering on the path less travelled, you could make a change today if you look at a different book, even, something different to what you normally read. Maybe you try a different approach to somebody who's really getting on your nerves. Maybe you try something completely just to kind of put your point across in a different way. I feel like this is going to be so positive today. And I know that there's going to be so many different things that seem to pop up in various areas and maybe take you by surprise. But remember to be your best self today. I think that this is a case of you're putting yourself first, you're trying new things, you're making sure that you are in control of your own self, and that you're not going to allow people to rile you up and get a reaction out of you, because that can sometimes be the issue when people are insecure themselves. Be like the Fool, go forward with childlike enthusiasm and absolute wonderment for the day, and I think you might be surprised, this card says, as to where this could get you and where the energies could receive you. Now, I mentioned it throughout the reading, but if you would like a reading with me, email are currently $10 each, so laurieandtarot@gmail.com, or there's a plethora of other readings and spells and things that you can get from me at the link down below as soon as this is loaded fully. But thank you so much for spending the time with me today. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your morning or even afternoon to see where the day is leading you. And I hope to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know how your day is going. And if you would like to subscribe, click the notification bell, just so you make sure that you can see all the videos that I upload as and when they occur. So thank you again. Hopefully we'll have a brilliant day together, and I'll speak to you guys very soon.